Life is miraculous, and we're amazing beings. We have an internal pharmacy controlled by our brain that create the exact chemicals that we need for a productive and empowered life. What if we could learn to activate this pharmacy on demand? Our brain is essentially controlled by our thoughts, our emotions, our feelings. In other words, it's controlled by us. Yet most of the time, we allow our external environment to overwhelm us. In this short explainer video, we're going to examine our inner world and find simple daily practices that can help us regain control of our life. We'll look at 3 important areas: motivation, confidence, and connection. So if this is something that fascinates and interests you, then this video is for you.
What if I told you that you hold the key to your own focus, happiness, and motivation? We're about to show you how to activate your brain's most powerful chemicals whenever you want. Today, we're not just talking about the mind. We're literally unlocking its user manual.
Okay, our first stop at the pharmacy is for a chemical you've probably heard of, dopamine. But here's the key thing most people get wrong. It's not really about pleasure itself. It's about the pursuit of pleasure. It's that neurochemical that gets you off the couch and actually chasing after your goals. Think of dopamine as the engine of your ambition. You know, it's the little voice in your brain that says, go get that. Whether that is a promotion, a finished project, or, a really, really good slice of pizza. Without it, we're stuck procrastinating with zero drive. And you know this feeling so well. It's that little buzz of satisfaction when you cross something off your to-do list. Yes, it's that deep focus you find when you're totally absorbed in learning a new skill. That right there, that's your dopamine system firing on all cylinders, rewarding you for moving forward. So how do we get more of it on purpose? Well, here's your prescription based on the work of expert Steve Securis. First up, cold exposure. A cold shower might not sound fun, but it can give you a massive, lasting dopamine boost because your body releases it to help you power through. Second, break big projects into tiny goals. Each little check mark is a mini reward for your brain. And third, sound therapy. It's true. Certain frequencies can actually stimulate those reward centers directly. Okay, let's fill our next prescription. This one is all about creating a more balanced, calm state of mind. We're talking about serotonin, what I like to call the confidence molecule. So if dopamine is the go, go, go gas pedal, think of serotonin as the calm, steady hand on the wheel. It isn't about that frantic excitement. It's about a deep feeling of contentment, of self-assuredness. It's what lets you just feel good in your own skin. And we've all felt this. It's not the thrill of the chase, but that quiet inner peace that just tells you, hey, I've got this. It's that general good mood, that feeling deep down that even if things are tough, everything's gonna be okay. That's serotonin working its magic. Now, what's really cool about this one is just how simple the prescriptions are. Deep, intentional breathing stimulates this really important pathway called the vagus nerve, which basically sends a signal to your brain to calm down and release serotonin. And then there's this simple act of practicing gratitude. Actively thinking about what you're thankful for, which has been scientifically shown to boost your levels of this confidence molecule. All right, so we've covered motivation and we've covered confidence. But what about connection? That brings us to our final stop in our internal pharmacy, oxytocin. You've probably heard this one called the love drug or the cuddle hormone, and honestly is for good reason. Oxytocin is basically the glue that holds our relationships and our communities together. It's what creates feelings of trust, empathy, and bonding. Just look at these examples, right? From a one-on-one hug to friendship to being part of a community, this is oxytocin in action. That warmth from a genuine hug? Yep, that's oxytocin. That deep sense of trust you have with a close friend, that feeling that you belong, all powered by this incredible bonding molecule. So the prescription here is all about shared experience. Getting involved in group activities where you're all working towards a common goal or just sharing a moment. That's a super powerful way to boost oxytocin. And get this, even something like vocal toning, which is just creating sound together with others, builds this incredible sense of unity because you're creating a literal physical resonance between people. It reinforces that you're part of something bigger than yourself. So let's step back for a second. We've explored dopamine for motivation, serotonin for confidence, and oxytocin for connection. When you put them all together, you've got this amazing toolkit for consciously shaping your own reality. And look, these aren't just some random ideas we pulled out of thin air. These techniques are championed by people like Steve Securis, an expert with over 20 years in the field. He's even endorsed by figures like John Kehoe, the author of Mind Power. This is practical, time-tested wisdom. And this right here, this is the cheat sheet. It really ties it all together, doesn't it? Look at how these simple practices map directly to the brain chemistry we've been talking about. Goal setting for dopamine-driven motivation, breathwork for serotonin-fueled confidence, sound therapy and cold exposure for a powerful boost to both your focus and your connection. It's a whole system. And this is why it all matters so much. Listen, life is always going to have its challenges. Crisis happens. But having the right tools doesn't mean you avoid the tough times. It means you can navigate through them and actually come out on the other side stronger, more resilient, and more in control of your own well-being. So, I'll just leave you with this question. The pharmacy is officially open, and you are the pharmacist. So which prescription will you fill for yourself today? Will it be motivation, confidence, or connection? The power, quite literally, is all inside you.
Most of our lives in the modern world moves very fast. We live in increasingly stressful times, and this can make a lot of us feel overwhelmed or even lost. But here's the thing. You are the alchemist of your mind. By understanding this, you move from being the passenger to the driver in your own life. It all starts with simple daily practices. Over the last 25 years, I've distilled this into 11 elements. Simple ways that we can work with ourselves to build awareness, to work with things like our breath, our beliefs, have strong intentions, be disciplined, embody our lives, have powerful fundamentals, and eventually have a deep connection with this great mystery we call life. If this is something that interests you, then please take it further by visiting my website. The link is in the description below. And if you feel called to go deeper, then connect with me. I'd be honored to be one of the guides that help you to gain a deeper connection with yourself and with life as a whole. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to this channel. It helps me to be able to reach more people and get this message out there. The simple way that you can help me do that is to give the video a like and to share with family and friends. The tools to an empowered life lie right inside of us. All we have to do is tap in and learn how to use them. Stay strong.